This module was special so far. Studying Bali, but not really studying Bali because of COVID measurements. Instead, traveling through Europe, making new connections, seeing new things. Searching for Wi-Fi connections to be able to follow online lectures and workshops that do resonate with what I'm experiencing right now. I'm in Portugal, meditating, taking cold showers, surfing, exercising, and being mindful is very easy here. And this is how it started. August 14th, I packed my bags and drove with the TGV train to Paris. The Provence, Barcelona, Valencia and Malaga followed. End of August, I got to Lagos, Portugal, by bus and had my first class of this module. We talked about basic mindful practices like meditation and cold showers. With the help of the app Headspace, I started to meditate regularly. Even though I had some meditation experience before, this time I started to get better at it. We had a yoga workshop and I did it on the floor of my shared hostel room. Fortunately, after the yoga workshop, one of my roommates talked to me about my experience of the workshop because he practices everyday yoga and just came from a mental health retreat where they do mindful practices from 7 in the morning till 10 in the afternoon. I was so glad that not only I was able to get to know yoga better through the workshop, but also it opened a great conversation. I started to take cold showers every day, which is very easy when it's 30 degrees Celsius outside, let's be honest. I started to feel more mindful, more buried, more balanced. Soon, we got to know the science behind it all. My girlfriend, who is very much into biology, and I started to talk a lot about neurons and the limbic brain, what happens when you are in stress situations, what happens with your brain if you are relaxed, and how it can actually train your brain to handle difficult situations. I feel very lucky to actually study something in a place that supports mindful practices. Mid-September, I went to a yoga surf camp. Every day started with a yoga class at this beautiful hill in the middle of nowhere. Time to focus on nothing but yourself, your body, your breath. After 1 hour of yoga, I was able to surf, which was for me pure meditation. I do not think of anything that is happening on land. I'm just thinking of the wave that is coming my way. Now I feel more loose. I'm able to let go of things that are bothering me because I know now that it's not that important. During this week, we had a workshop where we reflected a lot on our family background, on certain life situations. It's great to think of past experiences that might have a big influence on you that you haven't thought of since a long time. It was also great to be able to be in separate groups of two. I was able to connect to persons who are in my study and actually talk to them. So now there's a story behind the face. A lot has happened during this weekend at the retreat. My group and I worked on the first prototype for the student-led webinar. Since the beginning of the minor Mindful Leadership, we talked a lot about mindfulness. Now I wanted to connect the mindfulness with the leadership and thought of why leaders treat sometimes their employees in a bad way. I thought of one main reason, and this is stress. This is why I wanted to take on stress management. Everybody knows yoga, meditation, breath exercises. So I tried to find something that is completely new to me, that combines body and breath and affects stress in a positive way. After a lot of research, I found Tai Chi. a Chinese material art that combats stress and has great history. I'm excited to learn more about this topic because of the great effects Tai Chi has and because stress management is helpful for everybody. Far away from stress, I'm sitting here, watching the sunset, watching the waves break, reflecting on my life, on my minor, and being grateful for what I'm able to experience and learn during times where so many people are sick, losing their job, and getting depressed while being at home. At the end of my journal story, I would like to conclude what I learned so far. I've learned throughout the meditation process to take things with some kind of ease, taking things not too serious, letting go of the ego that creates boundaries. I've learned about the science of mindful practices, the history of yoga, and last but not least, I got to know myself a little bit better.